Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Scythe3 Animates, and today we're on Elden Ring! Right now, I'm just kind of playing around, because I'm trying to go for all of the endings, and I'm starting out as a confessor here, because I wanted to try to do the bestial incantations. They look really fun to use. They're basically just like regular incantations, but they only do physical damage. So I wanted to do more of that because that sounded very interesting. I saw Gino Machino do a run of that, doing this a while ago, so I kind of wanted to just go about it and see how good it actually is for myself. I've already gone to the Dragon Barrows, but I haven't gone as far as to going beyond the Bestial Sanctum, where you get the bestial incantations at. I gotta figure out where all the death roots are. I have no idea where they're at. I'm not really sure how I want to do these types of videos, because Elden Ring is kind of a long-based type of... Usually, if you want to record it or show it off to someone, you would just show off a good amount of the run. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, probably episodically, but like initially I wanted to play Black Ops Cold War because I haven't touched the zombies in that in a while. And as much as I like Black Ops 3 over Black Ops Cold War zombies, it is a good zombies mode. I'll give it that. Also, I just tried to really like I had a tick to play the newer Call of Duty games, but I don't want to play Black Ops 6. I don't want to play Black Ops 7 in its current state. And honestly, just the games really aren't that worth it. And I already got Black Ops Cold War like a while ago. So I wanted to play Black Ops Cold War, but it was giving me troubles trying to launch it. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to play Elden Ring instead. This is just going to take a little longer. Wow, okay. So I saw that on DA Games, they're actually finally announcing their when they're going to release their new single for their new album, Last Man Standing. And I didn't realize it was going to be a actually, I don't want to do this boss fight right now. But yeah, I didn't think it was it was going to be in collaboration with The Longest Solo Ever. I'm honestly really looking forward to that, but at the same time, it's like, you know, like anytime DA Games releases a new song, it's always a banger. Will Ryan's always cooking with his songs. And honestly, I didn't know much about The Longest Solo Ever. I didn't know that Longest Solo actually, you know, did some reaction videos of Will Ryan. And I did come across their song, You Created a Liar. It's basically their Secret of the Mimic song. I really liked the song, but I didn't realize it was about Secret of the Mimic. It seems like a really fun, like, song to listen to as well. Like, I came across it last night at work listening to it, and I was just like, dang, this sounds really good. The Secret of the Mimic? Really? One of my favorite things about nerdcore songs is that some of the artists in that genre, they know how to blend how to make a song for a game, while also just making an original song altogether. That's what I'll always appreciate, like DA Games, Longest Solo Ever, Nate Wants to Battle. Like, they always make songs that are usually about a certain game, but they aren't entirely like about the game. It's mostly just the song's meaning, and like whenever you listen to the lyrics, you don't really have to really know anything about the game to actually know what the song is about, which is my favorite type of nerdcore songs, because it means that people can listen to it and not have to worry about the actual game itself. But yeah, like it was a really fun song to listen to. The rest of their discography I tried to listen to, it doesn't really hit the same way. I don't know, I think it's just because, you know, it's a lot more heavier, that Secret of the Mimic song, and that's why it hits me. I would say it's down to bias, but honestly, when I say that, it's mostly just because it's attributing to a bias of my type. Where am I going here? It's usually attributing to a bias of my music taste rather than what the song is about. Because I've been a FNAF fan for a while, but it's purely out of the fact that it's, you know, it's been a big staple of my childhood. Overall, I don't really think it's that impactful. Did I go here already? I did not. But the FNAF series, you know, it's been around with me for a while. I've been at the series since the second game, and to be honest, I'm not really thrilled about where FNAF is right now. it just doesn't hit the same. I feel like ever since Security Breach, it's just been not really a thing that I really care about. I'm still really attached to the series, but it's just not something I'm really interested in anymore, especially with how the story is now. This is such a bright fucking elevator. God damn, that's bright on the OBS too. Jesus. I kind of wish I went with Prophet. I don't know what Prophet has in comparison to Confessor. Maybe it's the same shit that I already have. You know, I wish I had more offensive faith spells. Sorry, incantations. But just like, I have a huge problem with the FNAF series in its current state, because the games I'm not really interested in, and the movies don't entice me anymore. And honestly, I don't really care for Scott. Like, I always looked up to Scott because, honestly, Five Nights at Freddy's has been a big impact as to what I'm into when it comes to horror. It gave me the ideas of death, life, and how to manipulate it in a writing style to where, you know, I really love the whole death and life thing that FNAF was going for, especially after the third game. It's just a really fun idea, and I'm pretty sure a lot of things that I'm into, horror related or just story related or just, I guess, thrillers, has been attributed because of the FNAF games, and I will always appreciate it for that. But at the same time, after Security Breach, I haven't really seen Scott or Five Nights at Freddy's the same sense. To me, FNAF has ended after the sixth game, Pizzeria Simulator, because that's how I feel like it was supposed to end. It wrapped everything up. Sure, it left plot holes, but you know, like, I feel like leaving some things open-ended is what made a story great to begin with. So trying to tie up those loose ends kind of just feels more of a detriment than an actual, you know, like, fix. I'm mostly here for America's Scar Seal anyway. That's all I'm really here for. I don't really plan to do the Ancestral Tree Spirit boss fight here. I do kind of want to try and kill Margit this recording, but honestly, I mostly just wanted to make this video to talk. Finding a lot of smithing stones down here. So I might change up my usual route if this is how I find my stuff. I would have normally just went for the Scar Seal, but honestly, I do want to get this this Grace, just to, you know, to come back to, just in case. No. But yeah, I can't really look into FNAF, at least the main series, anymore, because, like, again, the sixth game was where it ended, and Ultimate Custom Night is just a little cherry on top for the series. You know, just to let you know that, hey, William's still suffering because, you know, Cassidy or Golden Freddy is, you know, giving him what he deserves, which is endless torment. Where the fuck is it? Is it here? Oh, yeah, it is. No, fuck's sake, stop! Travel! Go! God damn it. The main reason why I can't really see the games how they are anymore is not just because of how, like, it should have ended with FNAF 6, and it should have ended, you know, properly, but also just, it's one of two things. It's back when Scott got caught donating to politicians, along with just how just Scott can't write for shit, basically. Ah, shit. I do think this is more important because I don't think some of the shit is just really worth it. I gotta figure out where the fucking villages are for the bestial incantations. Actually, now that I think about it, it's three things with the FNAF story. It's Scott donating to politicians, how Security Breach was handled, which was horribly, and just Scott's inability to write a proper story. I don't think there's truly any bad stories as long as it's as long as a story idea and its premise is coherent enough. There is potential. And honestly, I thought there was potential in the Five Nights at Freddy's story. You know, like, the lore was just really nice. But initially, I do want to talk about Security Breach and how Scott, you know, was with these sorts of things. With Security Breach, obviously it was handled poorly. Scott didn't have proper communications with Steel Wool. It was Steel Wool's first game to make flat screen, so there was some limitations there because they've only made VR games up until that point. But also the issue comes from Scott donating to politicians who were, you know, against the community's best interests. And I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know, oh, you shouldn't vote left or you shouldn't vote right. It's not my power to do that. You know, it's like, it's your ideologies, your beliefs, whatever. I don't really like to go on politicians based on, you know, parties. I would consider myself more on the left side of things, but there's just some Democrats or liberals that are just absolutely assholes or just shitty. And then there's people on the right who are just absolutely like I like what they bring to the table. These politicians, though, they weren't really the people I would consider liking because they were also just terrible people. I didn't like the fact that the politicians that Scott was donating to, for one, I don't like the idea of donating to politicians at all. They already get enough money from the sponsorship deals and whatnot from the businesses that they're bought out from. You don't really need to give them your money to feel like you're doing something because they're already rich enough anyway. Every politician's bought out. No one gives a shit. No one should give a shit, and no one should worship politicians. Like that's just stupid. Don't worship politicians. They're not really there for you. They're there really for themselves and the people that are paying them, which is not the people. It's the companies, the higher ups, the billionaires. So I didn't already like the fact that he was donating to politicians, but he was also donating to politicians who were advertising or running off of anti-trans or overall anti-queer bills. I just couldn't stand by that. When some of the community members pointed that out, they were reasonably outraged, but it kind of spiraled out of control, and Scott just didn't do a better job at, you know, dealing with the situation either. The thing about politicians, though, is that no one really feels like they're making a mistake or feel like they're doing anything wrong. They're just going based off of what they believe is right. To me, anti-trans people, like anti-trans bills and whatnot, I've never really seen them as correct. And people who do see them as correct, I just never really think of them as people that, at least people worthy of, you know, voting. Because just because someone's different, it means that they're not people. Like, I can't trust you. I can't trust you to be a person to me. Mostly because I'm also trans, but even if I wasn't, you know, these are people too. These are people that are trying to better their lives and trying to be comfortable with their own skin. And to demonize that, it's like, it's not cool in the slightest. I don't think I have to say that, but the fact that I do just goes to show where we are as a human race, or at least as a society in America. Let's get the faith tier over here as well. But mostly, what I really don't like about Scott is mostly the writing and how it's handled through the FNAF games and the FNAF movie. Because I'm going to be honest, I started noticing how the story was after, like, Ultimate Custom Night and Help Wanted. It just felt like it was stretching on for too long, and it's not just that, it's also just how the games were being handled, how the story was going about, how some of the things were telling a story just for the sake of telling a story rather than having the catharsis it's supposed to have. Like, for example, the whole thing with, like, Withered Chica being the first victim, I never really understood why that was made. And with Ultimate Custom Night, you hear a voice line from Withered Chica saying, "I was the first, I have seen everything," and that is to indicate that she is the possessor of the first victim, which I honestly don't like in the slightest. What made the most sense was either Freddy being the first, or Golden Freddy, or the puppet. Freddy because, well, Freddy's the face of the whole franchise, so having Freddy being the first victim just only made sense. But then you have Golden Freddy, which would make sense because, you know, Golden Freddy is the one that's keeping William in this purgatory nightmare that is in Ultimate Custom Night. So having the first victim being the one to have the honors of torturing their killer, not only but a murderer of like dozens of children, made a lot more sense, cathartic. But then you also have the puppet, who was also the catalyst of all of the animatronics coming to life. So there was also that as well. That, and also in Ultimate Custom Night, they kind of canonized Nightmare On to be the embodiment of death. And, you know, the puppet being the embodiment of life, kind of makes sense for them to be the embodiment of life, along with Nightmare On being the embodiment of death. A yin and yang sort of thing. Isn't there something over here, faith-wise, that I can get? I think so. I don't remember. But honestly, yeah, I thought it was just bad in the games. The movies are so much worse. Oh, fuck. I don't think I made that. Nope. I wanted to get to that spring sprint. God damn it. Sprint spring? I don't remember what they're called. That's embarrassing as fuck. I'm probably just gonna look up where all the death roots are because I have no idea where I'm supposed to look for these things. Oh god, Cthulhu motherfuckers. The first movie I thought was fine, you know, like it works, and honestly you could kind of see it in the first movie, but the second movie even more so. I love the idea of the approach of the movies. If it was just the game story but in movie form, I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really care so much. What they did was they took theories that were initially wrong about the games, or at least that would become wrong about the games, and turned them into the plot of the movies, which I thought was a fun way to incorporate not only a interesting perspective of the story without having to reuse the story again, but at the same time it becomes fan service. I think that's a really cool idea. What the hell even is over here? Is it down here? I have no idea where I am. So I really like the idea that movie idea, or at least movie approach, or the approach of making the movie is taking the game's like fan theories that weren't correct about the games and incorporating them into the movies. I thought that was a cool idea. What makes it so bad is just the fact that the movies are just written poorly. I know I'm gonna get some fucking flack for this, and I'm just gonna say I don't care what you think. Right off the bat, I don't care. Damn it. Oh, I didn't realize it would shoot 3 times. There we go. I'm so smart. What the hell? Huh. I have no idea what this is gonna be. I don't even know if I'm ready for this shit, but whatever. I kind of want to figure out if you can get this guy's fucking weapons as a playable weapon. He looks so fucking cool. Oh! Oh, I've been grabbed! What the fuck? Stop it! Ow! I gotta lock in. Ow! Oh! Oof! Damn it, I should have done the R1, not the R2. What? That hits! I'm so sick and tired of this game's fucking delays. That is so fucking dumb. I had that in the bag. I'm coming back for you, motherfucker. Just you wait! That seems like recording's still going, so... Going well, I should say. Man, I switched over to OBS, and everything's just been so nice recording. Oh my god, it feels like heaven. I should have... Hold on. I'm just gonna sit down and just finish my thought for a second before I continue, because I'm never gonna get this finished. The movies fucking suck in terms of writing. And what pisses me off about it is that Scott has been developing this story for a decade. Over a decade at this point. And you're telling me that this guy still doesn't know how to write horror mysteries? He's been writing the same one for over a decade. How do you not know how to write? Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and toot my own horn and say I'm any better. I haven't even finished a fucking story yet. I have so many story ideas, and I haven't finished any of them yet. So my opinion doesn't probably fucking matter. But I just can't understand, like, incorporating all of these cool ideas, like wrong fan theories, and making the movie around that idea, and just sucking so badly at it, especially after a decade of learning how to write this damn story. How the hell are you gonna fuck it up this time? How do you fuck it up? It makes no sense in my brain. My brain holes are leaking. It doesn't help with the fact that, oh my god. And then the worst part of it all is these dipshit fans. I'm gonna get some shit for doing this. There are some fans that I actually care about. There's some people that actually understand the problems of the FNAF games, the FNAF movies, and just the whole series overall. But there's the overwhelming majority of the community just really thinks that fan service is more important than story. I don't get that at all. People will genuinely look you in the face and say, well, it's for the fan service. If you don't like it, you're probably not a real fan. I am a real fucking fan. You want to understand fan service? I've been a fan since the second fucking game. I got to see the third game release. I got to see the teasers that were being released for the fourth game. I got to see everything, motherfucker. I understood, since the third game, they have been talking about writing a script for a movie. A decade later, we get that movie. The fact that there was even a movie at all after all this development hell with the script just goes to show that it's fan service enough. That is fan service enough that I was able to get a movie regardless of when it was going to happen. After all of these years, we finally got a movie. That is fan service enough. And to be honest, in my opinion, just because there's fan service, if the writing sucks, fan service don't mean shit. I wish I had a webcam on. I just don't like how I look. I wish I had a webcam on to visually show you how upset it makes me that these people genuinely don't give a fuck about how bad the writing is just because of fan service. Because it's just not it. I don't understand. I'm just so at this point, I'm only gonna watch the third movie, not because it's gonna be good, but because I've already watched the first two, and I'm just like, well, I wonder what shithole this is gonna be this time. And this, I don't get it. Why are some people just, why? I didn't put my fucking mix fit. I'm gonna throw the fuck up. Let's see, Faith Knot and Spike Tier. Actually, should I go Knot or Green Spill? What the fuck? Did y'all hear that shit? I'll just go Faith Knot. Fuck it. See ya. See ya. See ya. See ya. What's up? What's good with you, huh? Bitch! That's what's up! Fuck you! What the fuck are you aiming at? That legit just got me killed. Where are you aiming at? Am I literally gonna be here forever? I think I am. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm surprised that even hit me. Why does that hit? You're so far away, pussy! I hate this shit! I am so sick and tired of this game's dog shit delayed attacks. Like, oh my god, every fucking boss has to be like Pontiff Sullivan. It just has to be. It's so stupid. Bitch! That's how it should have gone! I'm better than you! Is there nothing here? Did I legit just do all that for nothing? Okay. Alright, yeah. I just sucked. I don't want to go too far out. I like to stay in Limgrave until I beat Margit and Godric. Fuck off! What the hell? I'm just gonna look this shit up. I don't care. There's the Death Touch Catacombs. Where is that? Actually, I think I've been there before. I just need more death roots so that way I can keep the build going. Yeah, but again, it's just... I don't get how you can have a decade's worth of, like, work writing for the same story. So whenever you have a new take on the story or make a new story, you didn't improve in the fucking slightest. Because I'll admit, like, the lore of FNAF, it's just not that great already. So the fact that the movie isn't great either, dude, how? I do have to feel like I have to give credit where credit is due. They did a great... Oh, the Beast Eye Quivers.
Beast Eye Quivers. Find the death room. Become one with the beast.
Okay, basically, I feel like after shitting on the movies, I have to give it props. It looks really good. The animatronics, the fact that it's all, like, if not mostly practical effects, puppet company, they did a really good job making the characters come to life, and in accuracy. If there's anything that I have to say positively about the movies, it's just the budgets went all to the right places aside from the writing. It's just like the puppets look great, the actors are great. It's just all the practical effects were really well done. That's really all I could say, really. What's good with you, boy? What's up? What's up, boy? I'll fuck you up! Yeah, get behind the pillar! See if that helps you! Oh, fuck. Okay. You're just a pussy, aren't you? That was so much easier. And I had a purpose to come down here too. That other guy was more difficult, and I basically got nothing but ashes. That'll just get replaced by a fucking mimic tier anyway. What's up, my bestial priest?
Feed me.
Bestial sling. I gotta see how that works. Oh, this one. Quit blocking, pussy. Owie. Wonder how bestial sling is against these guys over here. Jesus Christ. Okay. These guys are highly resistant against physicals. Good to know. Sorry, but these are mine. Mine! I'm probably gonna die to the fucking giant, aren't I? Do I even bother going into here? I think I could already get to... Whatever, I'm doing it. More thinking stones, the merrier. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Move! What the fuck? That was fucked up. I live, bitch. Where do you get the Blueprints talisman? If that even is what it's called. I just can't do anything. Yeah! That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh, so that's what I was thinking of earlier when I was going down here. Where is it? Like right here? Oh yeah, also there's been some like more news about Modern Warfare 4 or the definitive Modern Warfare. And honestly, I don't know if I'm going to get it. I've been in Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay. We're fine. Hit the stream. Yes. Okay. Cool. I do want to play the new Modern Warfare though. Like it's like I don't know how good it's gonna be, but I've been in a fucking like craving to play like a new Call of Duty title that would actually be good to play. Where's the cave? Is it right here? Ah, here we go. Wow, and the boss fight's literally just right here. Or, oh, no, that's the race. Never mind. What the fuck is the point of that little corridor if there's nothing to be on the other end? That is such horseshit. I just pissed off the dog. Oh, God. I don't know where I'm going. I'm gonna have to turn it up in fucking post-production because I can't see shit. Oh, this place. I missed! Oh, I fell in between two platforms I could have made it to. That is... Oh, at least I'm right here. Oh my God. What? Ah! Okay, cool. Wrong order, but whatever. It's fine. Oh my lord, you're annoying as shit. Uh-oh. Oh my lord. Please! That's not what I meant to do. Why am I not holding my weapon? Hello? What? I'm pissed! Literally 1 HP. Literally 1 HP. Oh my. Ah! Oh my fucking god, that's so annoying. Come on. This should be it. Thank God. That shower should have gone the first fucking time. Alright, Alright. Let's do this. I wanted to change my talisman before. Okay. Damn it. Oh my lord! Okay. I do want to, probably better to go for Marika's talisman than it is to go for the Dancer charm. But it's nice to light load anyway with this fight because it's just annoying to fight him medium load. I didn't put the fucking warrior jar on. What the fuck did I get stuck on? God, these things fucking suck.
Well, thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh goodness. No! Just my luck. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. You get so low that it just you're blinded by success that you just get fucked at the end. I didn't even put the fucking talisman back on. Fuck's sake.
Put these foolish ambitions to rest.
course, none of that did damage. Why would it deal damage? God damn it! Oh my god! It's such bullshit. I can't. Words cannot describe my frustration right now. I don't have any healing. I'm getting off. I'm not doing this. I can't fucking do this. I'm actually so fucking trash. I just fucking can't. Fuck it! I can't believe that fucking clipped me.